Sometimes, amen is not confidence. Sometimes, it's all you have left, because there were nights I didn't know what to pray anymore. Too tired to explain the pain, too exhausted to sound strong, too broken to find the right words, and all I could whisper was, amen. Not because everything was okay, not because life suddenly changed, not because the pain disappeared, but because deep inside, something still wanted to believe. Even after disappointment, even after silence, even after prayers that felt unanswered. And honestly, there were moments I almost stopped praying completely, because it hurts to keep hoping for something you still can't see. It hurts to trust when life keeps breaking your expectations. And I remember sitting there one night, quiet, empty, emotionally drained, wondering if God was still listening, wondering if faith was just something people say to survive hard moments, because I had no energy left to pretend. No emotional worship moment, no dramatic breakthrough, just silence. And in that silence, I realized something. Faith isn't always loud. Sometimes faith is staying. Sometimes faith is crying and still showing up. Sometimes faith is having no answers, but refusing to walk away. And that changed something inside me, because I stopped trying to sound spiritual, stopped trying to force emotions, stopped trying to perform strength, and I finally became honest with God. God, I don't understand what you're doing. I don't understand why this still hurts. I don't understand why I still feel weak. But amen. Not a perfect prayer, just surrender. And somehow, that small word carried more truth than all the perfect prayers I forced before. Because amen means I still trust you. Even when I don't understand, I still believe. Even when my feelings change, I still stay. Even when life feels heavy and slowly, something inside me began healing. Not because all my problems disappeared, but because I stopped fighting to control everything. I stopped demanding answers and started resting in trust. And maybe that's what God wanted me to learn all along. Not how to perform faith, but how to remain, how to stay close. Even when life feels uncertain. And for the first time in a long time, I felt peace. Not loud, not dramatic, just real. The kind of peace that doesn't need explanations. The kind that quietly whispers, you don't have to carry this alone anymore. And tears filled my eyes, because after everything, I was still here, still praying, still believing, still saying, amen. Even through the pain, amen, nothing seems to change. I still believe you hear my heart, even when life falls apart. Amen. I surrender now, not my will, but yours somehow. Through every fear, through every end, I still whisper, amen, And maybe that's real faith. Not always having strength, not always understanding, but choosing trust again and again. Even in weakness, even in silence, even in tears. Amen.